Center.
What is progress? Is progress 2 steps forward and 1 step back? Is progress reaching your goal, making it to the finish line? Or is progress giving up on those things that no longer serve you well in your life? Jobs, habits, maybe even some friends, people. I think progress is what I have been striving for the past year and 2 months here at the Rebel Outpost, day in, day out, grinding it out to make progress. But it has not been easy. But I'm getting there.
Morning, little guys. What's everybody doing?
Most of the time, I feel like I have made very little progress, like I've almost accomplished nothing. In my life, I've ridden a motorcycle solo to Alaska. It was a wonderful adventure. I've ridden across the country 5 times, Key West 5 times. I've toured Nova Scotia and the Cabot Trail multiple times. Once alone,
Okay.
once with a friend I met on the road. I've had great adventures. I've accomplished goals. I've been pretty successful in business.
pretty bird.
I've taught myself lots of things. I've had the pleasure of meeting lots of amazing people, but I still don't feel like I'm making the progress I want to make. So what do? I double and triple down. So here at the Rebel Outpost, I'm doing just that. I'm working harder than ever, but I have to remember there's only so much energy and so much time. And ultimately, I cannot do anything but take action daily in my life. I cannot force the outcome. Letting these chickens out reminds me that there was a time I wanted bees and I didn't have bees, so I signed up for a bee class. Now I have chickens. Now I have a dog. Now I have a chicken coop. I have a tool shed and a wood shed. I didn't used to have those things. I have power and water. I didn't used to have those things. So I guess there is a little progress happening. It's just slower than I would like. But I am getting there, and I'm thankful for the opportunity to do the work. Do I want to move faster? Yes. Do I have a plan to speed up? I do. But right now, I'm just grateful. It got hot, so I had to change clothes. But good news, I put all these bolts in, and now I have a new garden bed. What do you think? Does that match the Airstream? Because it's going to be right next to the Airstream. I'm debating on planting wildflowers or planting food. I'm not sure which. Do I need more food or do I need wildflowers for the bees? Maybe both. Project done. Now let's go put some chicken wire inside of the chicken coop where I missed a spot. I got everything done, and then I realized this area up here completely open. So if something got into the run, then I would have a major issue because it could essentially climb up here and get in. We've got to fix this. And I'm going to get to test out my new heavy duty, look at this guy, DeWalt stapler. Let's give it a go. Let's get this wire cut. See how this goes. One of my favorite quotes to share with friends about making progress in life is, little by little, one goes far. Telling myself this reminds me that whether I'm raking or putting in plants or going to pick up gravel or reading about gardening or whatever skill, that I will reach my destination if I just stick with it. Grip center. Good. Walk. Good. Good boy. Okay. Shake. Good boy. Good boy. Good place. Good boy. I by no means am a dog trainer, but if you are looking to train your dog in a manner that he will listen to you and you'll have great recall, this is my #1 suggestion. 4 times a day. Now, lately I've not been doing that, but I started Rip out with 4 15-minute sessions. I started out with 2 15-minute sessions, and then we worked and we built on it till we got to 4. So 15 in the morning, 15 at midday, 15 in the afternoon, and 15 in the evening. I use mostly treats, little bitty, tiny biscuits. I think they're like 2 calories a piece. I don't know if you guys can see this. Let's see if we can get it there. There's the biscuit. That's what I use. And 4 times 15 minutes a day is perfect. I set the alarm on my phone for 15-minute countdown. Get him in there, get him active, or get her in there, and then work on things and build. Work on the simple things. Stay, place, heal, center, commands, come. You want him to come to you. And then you can work on recall. And my number 1 tip for recall is when the dog comes back to you, you want the dog to be happy and excited and know that that's a good thing. Not punishment, not yelling, not getting in trouble, none of that. And in the beginning, that's difficult, but you bring that dog back to you through recall and make him feel like, hey, this is mom, this is dad. He is happy that I did what I was supposed to do. And that recall gets really, really, really strong. And then you can work on it in public places or when the dog is excited around other dogs. Again, I'm not a dog trainer, but this is my tips for a well-behaved dog. Rip goes everywhere. He goes into restaurants. He goes into the gym. 99% of the time, he listens. I got to fix that 1% of the time. All right, back to training. Center. Rip, center. One of the most unique things I've learned while building the Rebel Outpost is that you can order trees. Just go on a website, fastgrowingtrees.com. You order a plant and it comes to your house via FedEx or UPS. And I plant these plants because my goal is to have a food forest. I want 90% of all the things I plant to provide food and nutrition. Therefore, I won't have to go to the grocery store near as much. And when the coming struggle happens, and it's coming, I will have food on deck. The last thing I want to do is rush to the grocery store amongst chaos and try to load up. I want fresh food on my property. I want it here, I want it secure, I want it guarded, and I want it organic. So that's what I'm working towards. And now it's time to get another garden bed, a raised garden bed, which I really love the concept of a raised garden bed because you can control what goes in it. So you create your own soil. We do this, as you can see, by adding logs on top of cardboard. The cardboard is the weed barrier in the base that breaks down. You add wood. This is actually a tree that fell across the road coming in. If you look at my post, you can see where the road was blocked, and my neighbor and I harvested this tree, and now I'm recycling it, and I'm going to use it in my garden bed. It'll be the base, and it'll be under the layers of soil, so over time, bacteria and microbiome things will break it down, and it will become a high-quality soil, and I can add compost on the top layer over time. Recycling, I recycle all the boxes that come into my property. Therefore, I can use them and not have to throw them away. It saves me a trip to the garbage place. I don't have to burn them, so no smoke, which is great. And it's nice just to have raised garden beds and grow your own food. It's the end of another good work day. Thank you so much for watching this video. Each and every one of you matters a whole lot to me, a whole lot to Rip, as you are my friends on the internet that I get to share the building of the Rebel Outpost with. I hope you enjoy these videos. I hope it's a chance for you to see what it's like to actually get out and build the world's first Rebel Outpost, which is a secure homestead designed for self-sufficiency, with the goal that others will learn and be inspired and pick up what I'm doing and do it even better. So thank you for watching this video. It's time to take Rip and play a little bit. See you on the next one. Stay wild, stay free.